first time you told a lie? Do you remember the first time you told a lie? Who'd you probably lie to? Parents. Did you get away with your lie? No, probably not, right? If you did it again, do you remember the first one you got away with? After you got away with one, was it a little easier to do it again? And do it again? Because nothing bad is going to happen to you? Especially when you're a child, that's how you think. Nothing bad's going to happen. Do you think that's how people that we, well, affectionately refer to as pathological liars got started? Do you know people who don't even know that they're lying anymore? Healthy soul, right? Not so crazy. Doesn't sound quite as wacky as we originally think. Are we under pressure most times to make decisions quickly? When was the last time you had a half an hour of your day to sit down and think through the ethical implications of the decision you have to make? I don't have time to eat lunch. How about you? Much less think through all this stuff. And yet it's something that a lot of people do take the process to the nth degree.
Experts are forecasting an active hurricane too. They can last several decades. Not several years, several decades. Right? 69% chance of a major hurricane making landfall on the east coast, including New England. 69% chance. Are you a gambler? If I catch any underwriters out there in the casino, don't you be denying my coastal claims. A megastorm hitting New York could generate $3 trillion in losses. $3 trillion. Can you say hard market? Some of you weren't even in the business during the last hard market. We just need to use up capital. Here's one way, $3 trillion. Goes away in a hurry, in a heartbeat.
And our clients who have that data are left with the cleanup. I have some updated information for you that hasn't hit your outline because it came in after, but we had 10 million identity theft victims in 2008. The updated version of this shows us we're now at 11.1 million identity theft victims. 71% of fraud happens within a week of stealing a victim's personal information. Now, if anyone's ever been the victim of identity theft, you know how quickly this can snowball. Somebody gets your information before you know it. They are opening new credit accounts and things like that. You may not even know about it until you get your credit card statement. You find things on there that don't belong. So it's very quickly happening and we're not always catching it. We worry a lot about hackers and things like that. We always think that data breach is a technical issue. Most of it doesn't happen that way. 43% has to do with stolen wallets, physical documents, people leaving things somewhere. It's not always the hacker breaking into our system. Online methods, only about...
Equalizing inheritance. You ever thought of this one? Hey, you got an agency owner, okay? You got 2 kids, okay? One works in the business, and when you die, they're going to get the business because they're working in the business. And the other one's going to get the business, if you know what I mean. Okay? Why not buy a life insurance policy of equal value? Compensate the child that's not in the business. Okay? Why not? Do you know it's a fact that 30% of all wills are successfully contested? You know, that's frightening. Why? Well, let's stop for a second. Okay, husband, wife, joint ownership, but they each have wills. So Doug dies, property passes to Carolyn, Doug's will is ripped up. Why? He didn't have any property in his own name. There's nothing to probate. So doesn't go through probate. Okay? Whose will is going to be going through probate? Well, when my wife dies, we have to have a mechanism to get the property from her to our kids.
So they're getting more degrees. They're actually getting their master's and graduate degrees and the rest. They're staying in school because when they go to get a job, there isn't one out there. So, liquor store. The liquor store is up dramatically. They're selling landscaping slide stuff. They won't even give you discounts on a decent bottle of wine, triple ripple and the rest of the good stuff. But how about the bars? They're down. You're not willing to go in and pay $13 for a glass of Chardonnay. I can buy the whole darn bottle for $13. And you charge me $13 for, and then I have to leave you a tip. So, the bartender's sitting there and the owner of the bar is sitting on the other side. Why is he sitting there? Because he needs a drink. He has no money. He can't even afford to pay the prices. So yeah, liquor stores are out.